was just wondering, why do some salons struggle to get consistent new clients?
I believe the number one reason salons struggle to get consistent clients is lack of awareness, lack of attention. All of us business owners, just in general, kind of disregard the fact that we need a lot of awareness around our business, like a lot, especially for us to get the desired outcome that we want, whether it's, I don't know, being fully booked or you have like an income goal. And what I mean by that is like when you first start your business out, you typically tell the people that you know. And let's say you know 10 people, maybe like one or two people actually do business with you. So it's like 10 to 20%. So imagine if you needed like 100 people to do business with you. So how many people would need to even be aware that your business exists? And one exercise you can do, especially for people that solely focus on social media marketing to get clients, like no paid ads, no nothing. If you're solely focused on social media marketing, meaning you post content in your feed to get clients, one thing you can do is go back previous 30 days or previous month. So let's say February, for example, and you go to your books and you say, hey, I generated 20 clients in February. Then from there, you go backwards and you see how many posts did you make. So you posted 10 times. Then from there, you look at your analytics, and those 10 posts help you reach 10,000 people. So that's telling you 10 posts will typically net you 10,000 people reached. Then those 10,000 people reach will net you the 20 bookings. So going into the next month, let's say March, like, hey, I want to actually get 40 appointments this month. Now you know you probably need to go double up on the amount of content you post so you can double up on your reach or your views so you can double up on your booked appointments. So once you understand that, then you can kind of reverse engineer what you need to do to make sure you're consistent. Because a lot of times I talk to salon owners and hairstylists, and they're like, oh, it's always up and down. What's really up and down, especially if they're relying on social media, is them posting. They post, they get busy, then they can't post, so they get unbusy. Then now they have time to post again, and they get clients, and they just keep going through this cycle. So that's why.
Like, what's the first thing you would fix if a salon told you that they need more bookings?
I will go through their numbers and see how many visitors. More important than attention is turning the attention into money. So I would see, especially if they're posting solely on social, out of all of the attention they got, let's say again in January, how much of the attention turned into clicks? Then from those clicks, how many of those clicks turned into booked appointments? So let's say they generated 100 clicks, and out of the 100 clicks, they got 10 appointments. That lets me know that they simply need more traffic. So how do you get more traffic? Like, quickly, you just turn on ads. So what I would do is just simply turn on ads. Now that we know the existing setup that they have already works, they just need more people going over to their website or their booking site.
Are ads better than relying just on Instagram and word of mouth?
I think the end all be all for every business is being good at both. So having a solid organic strategy as well as a solid paid strategy. Because now what we do is we use organic content to test content at scale to see what is good. Then you take your content that's considered good and you use it as your actual ad creatives. Now you have this cohesive system working for you where you get to, again, test content at scale to see what's working really good and run it as ads. And you have both of those gathering attention and awareness around your business.
So, really, how important is the offer when you're trying to attract new clients?
So the offer is the absolute most important part to running ads. And the reason being is because you can have the worst ad setup, you can have the worst piece of ad content, you can have the worst booking site, you can have the worst ad copy, which is like the words that's on your ad. But if you have a really, really good offer, like something you've actually put some effort into, it's like, what can I present to these people that are gonna make them want to book with me right now? If you have a really good offer and everything else is bad or wrong, your ads can still work. So here's an example. You offer lash services, correct? You have like $99 lash something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's typical. Price point is about, what it is on average in Dallas. But it doesn't really stand out. So now you have to compete on pricing, you got to compete on work and whatever else the girls are competing on. But what if you did math? And a good offer is basically supposed to get someone into the door. Because you have to consider when you're running ads, these people are new. They don't know you. So you have to do what you can do to get them in the door, provide a good service, good experience, and keep them for the average lifetime or however long people stick with your business. So what is the duration or the length of time that your oldest customer has been with you?
I'm gonna say she's been here for 4 years.
And she sees you on average, what, like once a month or so?
She's actually a weekly client.
So every week. So this is the like perfect, ideal, best case scenario customer, right?
Yes.
So what does she spend with you every week?
Every week, about depending on what we choose to do that day, between $40 and $60.
$40 and $60. So we're just going to land in the middle and call it $50. She sees you every week, so that's times 4. That's $200 a month times 12. That's $2,400 in a year, and times 4 years she's been with you is about $9,600 in lifetime value for this customer. Is that kind of accurate?
Yes.
So if you had to, and this is to acquire a customer. If you knew that probably like 1 out of 10 that you did this to would stick and become this $9,600 value customer, would you be open to coming up with a really, really, really good special for your lashes to get someone in the door? Something such as like a $25 lash full set special for the first 5 people that sign up.
Yes.
Now, here's the tricky part, and here's where we're going to get pushback. Some people are like, oh, well, you discount your services. You're going to attract cheap people. That's true. So this is why we have to be creative and intentional about how we position these services. What if it was $25 if they paid full price for the next service? You know what I'm saying? Now we get to collect a little bit of extra money on top. But the point is being strategic and creative with your offer, because this is a foot in the door type situation, especially if competition is high, especially if other people are running ads. You want to stand out from the crowd. So for those of you that are like, well, I don't want to discount my prices, even if you can't discount your prices, you still can come up with a great offer. What else can you add to the offer if you can't take anything away from the money part? What can you add to your lash special? Some tea, some AirPods so they can listen to music, massage, warm blanket, all of that stuff. What can you add to it to make sure that your offer stands out from the crowd, so that when someone sees your ad for the very first time, they're like, "Man, I need to take action on this deal. I haven't seen anything like this in this city."
Okay, so what would you do first if you have a salon come to you and say they need more clients in the next 30 days?
I would set up a ad campaign. So depending on how much money they have to spend, if they can afford a full blown funnel setup, I would go that route. If not, they just need like ad setup. I would go the ad setup route. So here's why. With the funnel system set up, it's pretty much automatically going to get you booked. You set up ads, you run into the funnel turns that traffic into a booked appointment all by itself. It follows up with them all by itself. But it's a little bit more on the pricey side. Not really. We don't use words such as pricey. It's an investment. You're going to make more money than you spent. I'll say that much. If they don't have enough money at the time, you can set up what's called a lead ad or instant form ad where someone sees your ad, they fill out a form right on Facebook and Instagram, then that information is forwarded over to you, and then you can go ahead and book the people, however your booking process works. The difference is one is automatic, which is the funnel side. The other side, there's a little bit of manual input from you or from your team members. So if you have time to be on the phone and texting people, I would say lead ads, the lead ad setup or instant form ad setup. If you have more money, not a lot of time, I will go to funnel option to have all of this automated for you.